Hey guys, it's Naga. Welcome back to the channel for some more Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Now we're playing on Moscow in the sweatiest TDM game that I've had so far, playing against some sweaty Chinese username tryhards, and we're gonna stomp the crap out of them, even though they try very hard. And I don't do very well at the start of the game, guys. I pull this one back. I pull a comeback victory from behind late on in the game to absolutely take that big fat W. Of course, my new favorite gun in the game, if you watched my previous video, if not, I'll link it in the description, or I'll put a card up on for you guys to see. The AK-74U is I get completely blasted by a camper from behind. Unfortunately, it does look like the AS Vel. If you play Modern Warfare, it does look like that gun. And it's a really nice gun to use. I just have a really nice feel with it. You know, the recoil is really predictable. The damage is very decent, actually. It's got a decent time to kill if you can land your shots. Keyword being if, and sliding out of trouble there. Stimming, very crucial. Stims are the best tacticals in the game. If you're using tac mass and avoiding getting stunned by stun grenades. But anyway, guys, I want to get into some patch notes that have been released by Treyarch. Big multiplayer changes. I don't think they're too massive, but they are a decent sized patch note, you know. On PC, I believe it's 5 gigabytes, and there's a lot of balance changes. I'm not going to talk about the other stuff that's more frivolous, you know, season XP leveling and all that, and I'm also not going to go over everything. But the big thing, the funniest thing, was that Treyarch accidentally reverted the MP5 nerf. And going into the MP5, they're calling it Submachine Gun Alpha, but I'm just going to call it the MP5 here. We all know what it is. So they reduced the base effective damage range by 33% from 15.24 meters to 10.16 meters. So I was wrong in my previous upload saying it was 10.8. It's actually 10.16, which is even shorter. In my mind, is it going to change how the gun performs? Yes, it is. Over long range, it's not going to be as effective. But the MP5 is still going to be a monster up close. They also added more character to initial recoil by tweaking several bullet trajectories. I don't know what exactly that means. To me, it sounds like they're giving the gun a little bit more recoil, less predictable recoil at the start of your spray. So maybe it'll cut down on people just beaming folks from the other side of the map with an MP5 with a long barrel. And of course, they accidentally reverted the changes, but we do know that as of this point, the changes have been in place. They have fixed that. The MP5 has been nerfed, and if you were trying to get it gold with the OP version, it's too late. You're gonna have to contend with the current version like the rest of us plebs out here. Now, going on to the tactical rifles, we have the M16, which, you know, I've been talking about the M16 and the AUG for a while. I've been saying, you know, these guns are completely busted. They need to be toned down a little bit, and they have been toned down. I don't know how different it's gonna be because the max damage range has been reduced by 15% from 25.4 meters to 21.5 meters. And while that sounds like it's significant, I don't think it's going to be significant in terms of gameplay. I think the M16 is still going to one-burst the crap out of a lot of people, because most of our engagements, let's be honest, most of our engagements are within 20 meters in this game, unless you're posting up on a sightline, sorry, and hoping to get long-range kills. So maybe it'll affect you trying to get your long shots with your camos, but in terms of general gameplay, I don't think it's going to have too much of an effect. They increased the sprint to fire time, which is great. They didn't put in how much they increased it by, but we do know that it's not going to just be a gun where you can sprint around, pull up your sight, and kick someone out so easily. So that is a good thing. There's also a slightly slowed move speed while firing, which is great. Slightly increased delay between bursts, which I felt was the most important thing to talk about. Because now, the M16 is much more of a skill-based weapon. It's still really easy to use, but it's much more punishing if you miss your first burst. So if you hit all 3 bullets, you're most likely going to one-burst someone. But there's a delay now in between each burst, meaning that there's a chance for someone to outplay with maneuverability and maneuvering out of your field of view and screwing you over and getting that kill. Now drop a like for this play right here. I absolutely destroy these folks, and this guy's about to eat some lead right in the face. Anyway, let's get back to the nerfs. So they reduced the fire rate as well on some of the barrel attachments, and Going to Tactical Rifle Charlie, which is, of course, the AUG. I don't know why they're going between M16 and Tactical Rifle Charlie. It doesn't really make that much sense to me. But they reduced the max damage by 20% from 38.1 meters to 30.48 meters, which, again, I don't think it's going to do much to stop the AUG being an absolute monster. They increased the sprint to fire time, slightly slowed move speed while firing, slightly increased delay between bursts, rebalanced fire rate bonuses on barrel attachments, and slightly reduced effectiveness of laser attachments. So it sounds like the the M16, I keep saying MP5, the M16 and the AUG both caught the same type of nerf. It remains to be seen how different these guns are going to perform when it comes to actual gameplay. They did nerf the Gallo. They reduced the damage between ranges of 5.8 meters to 7.7 meters, so it's not going to be so effective at that longer range as it was before this nerf. Trust me, the Gallo was busted. I was telling you guys to use it as well. Sniper rifles, though, caught an adjustment. I don't know if this is a nerf or not because I don't use sniper rifles, but they adjusted the sprint to fire times to account for early blend interruption allowed by animation system. Maybe people were doing finicky stuff with the animations to try and get it to be faster. And there's another note, the effective sprint to fire time is notably shorter than what is displayed in Gunsmith. So what's displayed in Gunsmith, guys, is not accurate right now, and they're going to be changing that. So that's some very important information that we need to keep in mind. And they also adjustment movement speed impact when firing to intended values to make each shot feel more powerful. So I don't think this is going to affect your gameplay too much. This is more of a cosmetic change to the sniper rifles to make them feel like they're hitting a lot harder, which is great because, you know, they should feel like they're really powerful. And they fine-tuned the barrel attachments that improve idle sway to provide a unique feel on each gun. So each sniper is going to feel more unique. But here's the nerf in the patch notes that I don't agree with. So far I've been okay with everything, but what I don't agree with is the FFAR1. The FAMAS has been nerfed, and honestly I never felt like the FAMAS was that powerful. Not many people were running it. We didn't really get the information that we needed before the nerf of this gun, and I do feel like it was a little too quick for them to apply a nerf for the FAMAS, because hey, it's the last assault rifle you unlock. It should be one of the more powerful guns in the game. I don't feel like this is the right move from Treyarch. They increased the recoil, slightly reduced the max damage range from 28 meters to 20 max damage, not max damage range. So it went from doing 28 damage per shot to 27 damage per shot. I don't know how effective that is gonna be in terms of changing your time to kill, but maybe a longer distance since it will have an effect. And they reduced the max damage range as well by 34%, a massive nerf to the max damage range from 38 meters to 25 meters. I mean, I feel like as an AR, it should be effective at that distance, and being the last AR you unlock with a lot of recoil, it does take quite a bit of skill to be able to land those shots. So I don't really know what Treyarch were planning with this nerf. I don't agree with it, but we'll have to see how it turns out in gameplay. But anyway, guys, those were all the patch notes that I wanted to talk about. The streak notes and all that, I don't think they're going to change too much. The attack chopper, it's still crap. The chopper gunner being increased by 500 points. I mean, it doesn't make a difference, to be completely honest with you guys. This is after the patch. I'm still getting my chopper gunner, no problem. Still getting 40 plus kills against sweats. No issues at all. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Do please drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. I have got so much more lined up for you guys. I've got gameplay after gameplay after gameplay. I'm still working on trying to get my 50 bomb, but so far I haven't been able to reach it. There you go, 100 to 85, pulling out the victory, carrying and putting my team on my back. It's backpack mode tonight, and look at this play. Just look at this. I missed him on the first, but I get him on the second. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Like and sub if you enjoy the content. It's been Naga. I've had great fun entertaining you guys. Peace out.